Oh, he still sounds so good, doesn't he? That's a little piece of Smokey Robinson's NPR Tiny Desk performance from last year. The music legend currently on tour right now, celebrating the 50th anniversary of his Quiet Storm album. But unfortunately, he's finding himself trending in true crime this morning for a more serious headline, as some former housekeepers of his are accusing the 85-year-old of rape and sexual battery. On Tuesday, 4 former housekeepers filed a lawsuit seeking at least $50 million in damages over alleged sexual misconduct by the singer, which allegedly took place, they say, between the years 2007 all the way to 2024. Now, Smokey's wife, Frances, was also named in the lawsuit. All 4 women, only identified as Jane Does, say that they feared coming forward over fears of public shame and possible effects on their immigration status. Robinson's lawyer fired back at the allegations, saying in part, quote, "Through this process, we've seen the bizarre theatrics of Tuesday's news conference as the plaintiff's attorneys outlined vile, false allegations against Mr. and Mrs. Robinson. We ask anyone following this case to reserve judgment as the evidence comes to light and all the actual facts of the case unfold." Now, the timing of these allegations are what we're questioning this morning here on Opening Statements. Why didn't this come out during the MeToo movement? Let's bring in our power panel. Still with me, celebrity attorney John Phillips. Want to welcome in the former co-host of the Hot 97 morning show, Lisa G., and family law attorney Jennifer Brandt. Great to see you all this morning. Lisa G., let me start with you. You know Smokey. You've met him. He's come on your show. Tell us, what do you think about these allegations coming out now when our country had this huge reckoning with sex assault with the Me Too movement some years ago?
Well, Julie, hi, good morning. Thanks for having me. Never a dull day in the world of entertainment. You know, sometimes when there are cases like this, and of course I'm not an attorney, it's just a question of how you feel personally about coming together and, you know, filing such a huge lawsuit against such a mega celebrity. And so maybe it was just the timing for all of them. He has a new album out. And so I can't speak for these women. And so if you ask many of people or, you know, women who do file lawsuits, it's just a question of when they're ready. And no one can really answer that, but it may be the timing of, okay, I'm not working for him now. He has a new album out. He's going out on tour. And this might be a good time for everyone to file a case like this.
Yes, Lisa, excellent points you made. And thank you for sharing those beautiful pictures with us, you with Smokey in the past. Really great, you know, to see that. There we go. We got it up again. You look beautiful. Yeah. That's awesome. And where was that, Lisa? Give us some of the backstory, please.
Okay. Yeah, sure. That was at iHeartRadio. I was sitting at my desk, and he turned the corner, and he was just on American Idol. And I turned to him and I said, "Wow, you looked great last night. That was a great blue suit." And of course, who doesn't love a compliment? He was so nice, Julie, like beyond, very personable. I said to him, "How do you look so good at 83? He was 83 at the time. He goes, "Well, I stretch every morning. I do yoga." And if you go online, you can see that he posts many of those videos. But couldn't have been nicer. I'm telling you, I was in shock when I heard about this lawsuit.
That's awesome to hear. Yeah, that's really awesome to hear. And that was just a, you know, by chance meeting, right? It's not like, you know, he knew or anything. And so just to have that human moment, just pay someone a compliment.
Very nice guy. Very nice. Very personable.
Yeah, that's wonderful to hear. Lisa, thank you for that as well. Jennifer Brandt, I'd love to get your thoughts, please, on this.
Well, you know, Julie, it's interesting that these women didn't come forward at the Me Too movement, because at that time, you know, a lot of celebrities were under fire. A lot of people were coming forward for past assaults that they claimed that they had. So it was sort of a big time for people to be, you know, having these trials. But now people are a little more skeptical, and I think juries are a little more skeptical. We've seen a little bit of a reverse of the Me Too movement and questioning whether people really have pure motives in coming forward, or are they just looking to make some money. We don't know in this case, but we do know that we have 4 people claiming sort of the same type of claims against him that occurred over a very long period of time. So, you know, why didn't they complain at the time? Why weren't any criminal charges filed? I mean, they say they're concerned about their immigration status, and that may be, but now, I mean, a lot of people are concerned about immigration status, so I don't think things have improved necessarily. So, you know, we just have to see what happens, how the facts are established in this case. But I think people are a little more skeptical now about these claims than they were, you know, perhaps in 2017.
That's a really, really important point. Jennifer, thank you for that. Excellent analysis. John Phillips, last but not least on this question, I certainly want to get your thoughts. Why now, do you think, with this suit?
Excuse me, Julie. I got to get all my stretches in so I can look that good at 85. Hold on 1 second. 1 second. All right. It's
you
not
look
gonna
great.
Work. So thank you. So yeah, the question that I want to know. So I've been on all sides of these type cases, and you know the speech that I give and I listen real carefully is justice is spelled one way. It's defined many different ways. What is justice to you? And in this case, I want to hear about criminal justice. I want to hear held accountable. I don't want to hear necessarily, I want $50 million. You know, and then there's the court of public opinion. And so, you know, you really listen. What I really want to know is how did these multiple women, I think 3, know each other? Like, did they work at the same time? You know, when one lawyer's involved, it's you know, again, this is it all should be taken seriously. But I agree with the panel that there was a better time to file this lawsuit. You know, there's no bad time to go after your assaulter and your harasser. And, you know, there's certainly claims of, you know, racist fear of retaliation. But yeah, you know, these cases sometimes arise more questions than answers, and attorneys need to take them seriously. You know, I've turned down, not against Smokey, but, you know, similar cases saying, it's a long time ago and I just don't see it. I need evidence.
Mm-hmm. Right. John, you're making such great points here. So it's one thing to just say someone did something, but it must be substantiated, as you said. And so just a brief look at what we were able to extract from the complaint that was filed. One woman says she was assaulted at least 20 times from 2012 to 2024. Another woman says from 2014 until 2020, she was assaulted at least 23 times. Before quitting in 2024, the third accuser says that she was assaulted at least 7 times. The fourth woman cited similar experiences to the other 3 women. And as we mentioned, Smokey Robinson's wife, Frances Robinson, is also named in the suit. And the allegations against her are that she enabled his behavior despite knowing about his alleged past sexual misconduct. The complaint alleges that she created a hostile work environment for these housekeepers. Okay, so this is a whole nother issue, a whole nother can of worms, really, whether or not his wife had any involvement here. Lisa G., let me go back to you. Your thoughts on them naming his wife, too, in this?
Right. I think, of course, I don't know the women involved. I think they were just scared, and maybe now they're not so much. So, and also with his wife, look, I'm not her. I can't speak for her. Maybe she didn't want to disrupt her lifestyle. Or, you know, when you turn a blind eye, you can just keep going on with your life, living in beautiful mansions, having beautiful clothes and jewelry and cars. That might be part of it.
Right. Well said. You know, we'll leave it there for now, stressing that just allegations in civil court, nothing in criminal court, no criminal charges. And as far as we know, nobody ever went to police if these things did happen. So another great point there. Look, we'll leave it here for now. But of course, if anything more comes out in this case, you'll see it right here on Opening Statements. Jennifer Brandt and John Phillips are coming with us. Lisa G., we've got to say goodbye to you. Thank you for coming on the show this week. It's been such a treat having you twice. We'll look forward to having you back again soon. Take good care.